Egypt, during the 18th dynasty, was the most powerful empire in the world. Her borders encompassed most of what is now known as the Middle East, and these lands were obliged to pay her tribute. On the death of a pharaoh, these lands would revolt and consider themselves free of Egyptian domination. The new pharaoh would be compelled, on taking the throne, to lead an army into these lands to quell the uprisings. Very often, the mere sight of Pharaoh with an enormous army was enough for these people to pledge allegiance to Egypt. Such was the situation that confronted Menkhepure, the youngest son of Pharaoh Amenophis II. He was skilled in the art of archery and led many expeditions into the desert to hunt the wild lions and gazelle that inhabited those regions. At 16, the age when boy became man in Egypt, Menkhepure was already much respected by the army for his skill with weapons and by the priests for his knowledge of religious matters, whereas his older brothers indulged more in the court of Pharaoh and being Pharaoh's sons. Amenophis grew old and eventually, sensing death to be near, consulted the priests to choose an heir to his throne. He knew the land would need a strong ruler who would be prepared to march into the surrounding lands to quell the revolts that would automatically occur on the news of his death. The gods were consulted and a decision reached.
Something to say that can't wait anymore. I'm already at the doors of my dreams. Every day I spend here in my room. I am father to you, you know it to be true, but I am Pharaoh to everyone else in this beautiful land. Now before my hand, what's going to happen? Will there be to carry on to rule as king when I am dead? Jacob's scarlet upon his head, heaven's wisdom in his eyes. The throne belongs to one of my born sons. You is worthy as will be the one. Send a monorail marine, when I come and kept to read the gods have named the choice to be. Though you are elders here, you have not sufficient wisdom to rule the land with justice and truth. It doesn't matter what age you are. And as for Marie and Menach, both I see my sons are close to my heart, but only one may rule the land. You must both try to understand. The gods have chosen men. The priest said I can only agree. He is the wisest of the four. He led our armies into war and crushed our risings in the foreign land. He'll stretch our borders over distant sand. Our country's wealth can only grow.
Drowning all the fields from view.
name is Elon. The gods approved his choice, why then do I feel so afraid? The choice was made on merit, age was not accounted for. And though they all agreed, I fear we have not heard the last.
Yesterday I walked on air, I hardly had a care. I was happy, I was feeling free. But today it feels so wrong, like a singer without a song to sing. When my troubles weigh me low, will I have somewhere to go? Will you always be by my side? Even if I rule the land, will you still be close at hand for me? And will I always feel the same when I speak your name, Tamery? Summer lotus in your hair sets the very air around you. We all knew the time had come when Pharaoh called his sons. We realized he'd made a choice, and though I'd often fantasized, I never thought he'd look at me. I nearly asked him, was it wise, when I saw my brother's eyes? There was jealousy in all their gaze. It's almost like a curse, things couldn't get much worse for me. But will I always feel the same when I speak your name, Tamery? Summer lotus in your hair scents the very air around you. Will I always feel the same when I speak your name, Tamery? Summer lotus in your hair scents the very air should remember.
It's not important.
Seems so important at the time. Oh, oh.
From the furthermost mark, it's annoying how they talk to you shine in the dark. Cause you're an archer, whole army's on your side. Someone may have mixed up or someone may have lied. Now that may all be true, we're not contradicting you, but don't let us mistake you. How's that going to make you Pharaoh? Just because you started bullseye. On your side, how much did you pay? Or had you some more self-esteem to make things go your way? And now that father's told you it's gone straight to your head. Be careful what you say or you might find yourself dead. I don't mean to frighten you, but every word we said is true. There's scandal in the air. Think twice about becoming Pharaoh. Bow before your elders instead. Girlfriend, she's a credit to her name. And you see, well, anything go wrong, now that would be a shame. The priests, they roll on your side, they say that you'll go far. But why waste your time, you're doing just fine, exactly as you are. Forget the whole idea, our dreams all disappear. Go traveling for a year, leave it to one of us to be Pharaoh. Don't forget we're older than you. Don't forget we're older than you. Forget we're older than you. Is clear. I am alone. I feel you there. Hear my prayer. I am alone. Tell the creator of all that I see around me. Thou who plantest the seeds of the thoughts that surround me. My mind is in doubt, I know not the right thing to do. The incense is rising, it's scent hypnotizing, each moment drawing me closer and closer to you. I'm touching you. A great God of the earth, who granted us birth, hear my plea. The confusion is mine, show me a sign, help me to see. There are just so many questions that I cannot answer. Someone must have asked them before, yet where is the answer? Why do I feel so afraid? Are these feelings of guilt? What am I feeling for while I am kneeling here? The gods stand right by my side.
too high.
The morning Theluni and I, in chariots swift as the wind across the sands we will fly, chasing gazelle to the very edge of the sky. And though I'll be far from Memphis in body and mind, I'll await your reply.
Of his brothers, feeling confused and disillusioned with his fate, Menkhepure, hoping to clear his head and find a solution to his problem, awoke his two most trusted servants and bade them prepare 3 chariots to ride into the desert to hunt gazelle. They set off before dawn, and as the sun slowly rose over the eastern hills, they were already many miles from Memphis, racing over the cool morning sands in an almost northerly direction. The sun grew stronger and stronger, reflecting from the gold of their lightweight chariots and on the bridles of their horses. They sought out the gazelle and chased them far into the desert, hardly ever speaking except to exchange directions. It was close on noon when they spotted a clump of tall palm trees, not far from the pyramids of Khufu, Khafra and Munroe, and they decided to rest there and eat the lunch which they had brought with them. But Menkhepure, finding his mind still to be troubled, decided to explore the 1,000-year-old tombs of the old kings and nobles, which lay in a vast cemetery surrounding the 3 pyramids. And leaving instructions with his servants as to where he would be, he rode away alone into the desert.
I'll only be a while. We'll pause a bit, then ride again. The sun is in the middle of the sky. The air is dry, the sand's on fire. Wait here, I'll not be very long. My interest lies not far away. Eat your fill and rest beneath the palms, for we have travelled far today, and far we have yet to return.
Gone very far, when he came upon a sight that he would remember all his days. A gigantic head and shoulders carved out of the living rock rose out of the sand beside the causeway to the 2nd pyramid, that of Khafra. Its eyes stared unblinking at the horizon, where each morning the sun appeared. The golden serpent which was set into the brow of the image spat the sun's reflection into Menkhepure's eyes as he approached the figure which stood at the very entrance to the royal cemetery, like some giant guardian of the dead. The sun beat mercilessly down on him as he stood, staring up into the face. And while he stood, the shadows widened, until finally he sank exhausted to the sands in the shadow of the stone giant. And a dream came to Menkhepure, and the image seemed to heave its shoulders as if struggling to free itself from a heavy weight. It gazed down upon Menkhepure, and he saw himself as if from a great height on the sands before the figure, listening to its words.
Look upon me, Menkhepure, royal prince upon the sands. Your spirit shall be wrapped in mine, flying over the lands. For I am Harmachis, guardian of the tombs. I am the falcon that flies out of the door. I touch your lips to bring you good things. I recognize thee as my son. I hear your prayer, it speaks of sorrow, but mine, it screams for help. The desert sands, they surround me. They cover me to my neck. Aid me, and I will aid you. Clear the sands, and you'll be king. Pharaoh of all the two lands, clear the sands, and you'll be king, you'll be king, you'll be king, and you'll be king, you'll be king, you'll be king, you'll be king, and you'll be king, you'll be king, you'll be king, and you'll be king, you'll be king. Yesterday I rode into the sands where 1,000 years have passed away, where mighty kings lie silent in their tombs, pointing like needles to the sky, wondering why and where their lives have gone. Souls have journeyed on, merging into stars, in never-ceasing circles across the sky. We paused at noon to rest beneath the palms, just the three of us for miles around, intending to explore the ancient tombs. I left our camp and crossed the burning ground, and there I found a giant carved in the stone. His eyes saw me alone, and kneeling on the sand, my mind began to wander in its shade. Forgotten and half buried in the sands, as if it came alive, I heard it sigh. Harmonica spoke and called me by my name. It seemed some part of me did fly away, fly away, a falcon over the land. He took me by my hand, he promised me the throne if I freed his image from the sand. If I freed his image from the sand, if I freed his image from the sand.
Wicked lies, their actions come as no surprise. We act immediately, or it will be too late.
returned to Memphis and informed the high priest of his dramatic discovery In the already 1,000-year-old pyramid complex, Menkhepure is quick to realize that his find is viewed by the priests as a sign from the gods that despite the opposition of his older brothers, he is indeed intended to rule. On the advice of the high priest, he announces his discovery and immediately begins making plans to clear the sands from the Sphinx. As the sands are moved away, the shape of a lion with a pharaoh's head begins to appear, and Egypt is in awe at this long-forgotten sight. Menkhepure is hailed all over Egypt as a truly worthy future ruler of the two lands, one in whom the gods are well pleased. His father, meanwhile, grows weaker by the day, and Menkhepure's coronation as Pharaoh appears to loom closer than at first realized.
Your work is God-inspired. If you are not too tired, then work a little more. Workers, your task and you are nearing the image you are clearing was but 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years have been gone, and when we two have journeyed on into a empty or sun's own land, here we'll stand, this great stone lion, and men will marvel at this. Been inspected, a stela will be erected, telling of our deed that future men will read, the planting of a seed. alone to the sky. In order for someone to live, someone must die. Never before have I felt so alone. Never before. Never before have I felt so alone. Never before. Never before have I felt so alone. Never before. And I shall swear by my it's right and true. Drown me with the shed that I may wear it, solemnly to claim the two. With the shepherd's crook for my right hand, for my left the whipman's flail. May I judge man's deeds both good and bad, may I never fail. May I see with the eyes of Horus where danger lies in wait. May I recall our words and power when standing at the gate.
If I were you, you're right on the line. Beside, this is the truth. We only want justice done. The eldest should be king. Can't you see you plastic too? What's true for us is equally true for you. You'll never be his queen.
He
morning star shines down on ancient Tamery. Our beloved land lies peaceful in a mom's great hand. The first rays shine on the great stone lion. The desert turns a royal red. Our Mackie smiles, for all will pause a while. The cobra coiling on his brow, the vulture poised to devour his foe. Wherever he goes,
The sun has risen in my face. I tread the road of no disgrace this morn. Though my sandals are worn,
Menkhepure ruled as Tutmosis IV for 9 years and 8 months, and during his short reign he maintained Egyptian prestige, securing Egypt's borders from Nubia in the south to Mesopotamia in the north. Later in his reign, he further secured his country's position by marrying Munroe, the daughter of the king of Mitanni, and she bore him many children. He angered political circles by claiming not only that he owed the throne to Harmachis, but also by placing increasing prominence on the sun's disk, which he named Aten. This was to have drastic consequences later in the dynasty, during the reign of his grandson Akhenaten. On his death at the age of 25, Menkhepure's mummified body was laid to rest in the tomb in the Valley of the Kings with all the pomp and ceremony befitting a pharaoh. His infant son came to the throne as his successor and ruled as Amenhotep III, and under him Egypt grew even more powerful. Of our era, an early archaeologist, Caviglia, coming across the Sphinx, once again covered by sand, decided to excavate around it and cleared away the sand. Between the pores of the Sphinx, he discovered a red granite tablet bearing the Pharaoh's name and telling of the dream he had had when as a young prince he had slept beneath the shadow of Harmachis.